We think we have built a resilient economy, a sustainable economy. The platforms that we have are today strong. We have been able to have better reserves, low inflation, high growth, which means that in every part of our overall macro fundamentals, we have sufficient spaces built. At the same time, you can see that our doing business indicators are improving, the infrastructure is improving, and we have also diversified our economy into 5 new hubs: maritime, aviation, knowledge, energy, and commercial. And to that, we must add the current existing areas of development like the apparel sector, the gems and jewelry sector, and tourism sector. All those gives sufficient space for investment to take place on a consistent basis in our economy. In order for people to come in and do business, they need to have good systems, particularly the banking system, the law and order system. Then, of course, the infrastructure, like the roads, like the telephones, like the cleanliness in the city, like good office buildings, then health services, education services, entertainment. So all these are important ingredients in a country for it to be attractive to the outside people to do business. And I would think that if you compare Sri Lanka of 5 years ago and now, we have come a long way. And today, many people look at Sri Lanka, not only the locals, but also people from outside. They see new developments in Sri Lanka as being the basis for doing business in Sri Lanka. And I think in time to come, that can only improve. Most of the challenges that we encounter today are from external sectors, because the world is now fully connected to Sri Lanka as well. So whenever there is any type of disturbance or turmoil outside, it can have an impact on the Sri Lankan economy as well. So we have tried to minimize those shocks by ensuring that we are stronger and that we have the necessary space to deal with any shock. Now we are, to a great extent, having that ability, and therefore it is much less of a concern for us than some time ago. Earlier, we ourselves had many shocks as well as disturbances in our own economy. We had a conflict that was raging for a 30-year period. We had macro fundamentals which were not very strong. We had investment climate that didn't instill much confidence. But all those have now changed. And as a result, we can look forward to a much better environment, which we made use of to give ourselves high growth, low inflation, and good macro fundamentals. We have 2 main roles. One is to ensure price and economic stability, and the second is to ensure financial system stability. Now, what we mean by economic and price stability is to ensure that the country's price levels do not change materially from time to time. There can be a gentle increase or decrease, very often an increase, but it should be a manageable, gentle increase. At the same time, maintaining financial system stability means that all your payments and settlement systems, your banking sector, your non-banking financial sector, the insurance sector, the stock markets, all are stable, and that they are not in any turmoil, which makes it difficult for people to do business. We have done some reforms in the part of improving the business indicators that are tracked by the World Bank, very in a focused manner. And that also has paid dividends, and we see people finding it easier to do business in Sri Lanka. And hopefully going forward, all these conditions put together would help us to take the profile of Sri Lanka higher, and that would mean that people would recognize it as a very good doing business destination.